Hello, this is BBN News. I'm Brenna Burnett.
And I'm Dawson Fox.
This week has been an eventful week. Winter break is near, so let's see what is in for this final week before we all go.
First, let's go to Joey Vasquez to see physical education is so important.
At Scott Community High School, a physical education course is required for graduation for many. This is a great way to get some exercise during the day. I was able to talk to Coach Hayes about why physical education is so important.
It can improve your academics. They usually say that kids that are out for sports or that are physically active, statistically speaking, have better grades, usually stay out of more trouble, and are able to know what's right and what's wrong, and they usually try to hold themselves to a higher standard to try to be able to compete in sports and all that good stuff. So,
Coach Hayes also says that physical education can improve your fine motor skills while having fun.
Yeah, a lot of your fine motor skills, even kind of some of your major motor skills usually help. Hand-eye coordination and all that stuff, it really comes into play. You know, we play a variety of games that you need to try to hit a ball with a racket, hit a birdie with a racket, catch a ball, throw a ball, keep your balance, any of that stuff. So that's usually a way to be able to help those motor skills.
Finally, Coach Hayes recommends physical education to everyone to help keep a healthy heart.
Yeah, your cardiovascular system, anytime you get a good workout and your heart rate rises, it causes you to breathe more. It helps your heart work, and so that whenever you get a good workout like that, it's just going to benefit your body. And, you know, it lengthen your lifespan. Sorry about that, but I'm a big analogy guy, so when we talk about it, and I don't know if you can remember from class, but running water freezes last. That's kind of the thing that I go by. If you're a couch potato your whole life, you know, you're not going to have a long lifespan. You could or could not, but what's going to help is staying physically active, exercising, moving, that kind of stuff. And when you take a look at, you know, in the analogy of running water freezes last, you know, the lake is the first one that's going to freeze, and the running water, because it's moving, is going to freeze last. So that's kind of why I use that analogy. But
the CDC recommends that teens do 60 minutes or more of moderate to vigorous physical activity daily. Get your recommended dose with physical education course. For BBN News, I'm Joey Vasquez.
Thanks, Joey. An individual's mental health is one of the most important things, right along with physical health. It is very important for any individual to have a healthy mind. Thaddeus Butler has more detail on this topic.
Mental health is a crucial part of a healthy school experience for students. After 2 very long years of stressful events and readjustment to normal life, mental health has taken a heavy toll. And even before that, mental unwellness has plagued adolescents. According to the World Health Organization, 14% of 10 to 19-year-olds experience mental health conditions. As we reached the end of the year, we interviewed high school counselor Suzette Price for her opinions on student mental health.
I think student mental health has been a priority. It should have been a priority for many years. It's an issue. It's been an issue since going back in time. But I think the pandemic and situations and things that have happened, you know, with schools and education being in class, out of class, topics on the news, topics that families are discussing. I think there's a heightened awareness of a lot of things that are happening in our world. And you pair that with, cyberbullying, things that are happening and being said in person as well as online. I think we have a mix, kind of a melting pot that leans more toward some mental health issues for our students that are not the same as what, I may have experienced or students' parents may have experienced back in their time. Not that it wasn't existent, it's just there are different components of it now. But I do think we're talking about it more, which is a win, too.
While Mrs. Price has seen an increase in stress due to recent events, She believes that said events have helped to create more awareness surrounding the issue.
I think in education, I think it has become, due to the pandemic, and I think it was happening before, but the pandemic definitely emphasized the need for mental health care for our students. I think that part of that has increased. I think there's a better awareness at the state level, maybe even the national level, that we need to be providing services for students. We need to be available, that everyone that is here and engaged with students, family, neighbors, teachers, everyone in the building, administrators, counselor, need to intentionally work toward building relationships with students so that we can be there for them if they need something.
Suzette remains hopeful for the future of student mental health and confident in the strides being made. She also leaves advice for students who may be feeling mentally unwell.
I believe that when we know better, we do better, right? So, and I tend to wear rose-colored glasses, and I'm hopeful. I don't think I'm blind to what's happening, but I do think that I'm hopeful that there will continue to be improvement for the resources that are provided for students. I'm excited, and I know we're not even beginning to touch the tip of the iceberg, even locally, but I'm excited with the number of students that know they can come and be in the office. We worked to build a space this year where students, if they needed to get away and just have a calmer space, whether they were mad or anxious, whatever, we have that here. And so there's places where you can go and, and kind of just rejuvenate just a smidge before you go back, because it's been a lot. It's been a lot. And it's been a really interesting ride, because it's been a lot for families, it's been a lot for our students, it's been a lot for our staff. And together we just carry the lots and try to support each other. So I would encourage, if there are students that are struggling, talk to your family, talk to a teacher, come talk to me, come see me. Almost every student in the high school has my cell phone number, and you can text me and say, I just need to come see somebody, I need to talk to you. We have a really good connection and working relationship with the mental health support agencies in our community, our Child Advocacy Center, at Compass Behavioral Health. We've got connections. We can get students the support that they need. And I'm always happy to sit with parents and students and have a group conversation about what are things that we can do here at school, what are things that that your student needs, maybe even at home. How can we help? And the biggest thing is it's so hard to ask for help. It's so hard to ask for help. But even if it's a note slid under a door saying, please call me out of class, I need to talk. Something as simple as that is enough to start that conversation, and because people want to support you, and that goes for adults too. So.
For more news from BBN, I'm Thaddeus Butler.
Thanks, Thad.
The Golden Globe Awards is an annual event of Hollywood, which in its name gives an award in recognition achievement. Here's Tamara with more.
Film industry award season is just around the corner. Just this Monday, Snoop Dogg, along with the Hollywood Foreign Press, released the nominations for the 79th Annual Golden Globes. This year, however, the Golden Globes might look a little different. In fact, we might not even see the awards show at all. This comes after Los Angeles Times expose revealed that there were 0 black members within the HFPA. The HFPA is a group of journalists that determine which productions are nominated for a Golden Globe. The Hollywood Foreign Press Association has since made changes to become more inclusive. Many actors have called out and even boycotted the Golden Globes. Many big production companies like Warner Brothers and HBO have also spoken out against the HFPA. Coming away with the most nominations were Focus feature film Belfast and Netflix's Power of the Dog. Critics were quick to call out this year's biggest snubs. Along those were many supporting roles in West Side Story and Selena Gomez for her role in Hulu's Only Murders in the Building. And no surprise, Netflix's Squid Game took home a few nominations as well. Another big surprise was that a record 3 women were nominated for directing awards, including Emerald Fennell, Regina King, and Chloe Zhao. The award show will be January 9th, but NBC has stated that they will not be televising the awards. Whether there will be any other stream of the ceremony is currently unknown. This has been Tamara Rodriguez with BBN TV.
We will be right back after this ad break. Winter break is coming to a close. It is time for enjoyment. With that, it is a good plan for what's ahead, so Eric Chaplin has the weather forecast.
Looking at this weekend, Friday there's going to be a high of 56 with a low of 14 and average gusts at 12 miles per hour. On Saturday, a high of 47 with a low of 19 and average wind gusts at 7 miles per hour. And on Sunday, a high of 51 with a low of 18 and wind gusts averaging at around 10 miles per hour. Now let's take a look at what the weather will be like over Christmas break. Temperatures will be averaging from around the mid-40s to the upper 30s daily over the winter break. It's not looking like we are going to get any snow on Christmas, but hopefully we will get some eventually. Back to you, Brenna and Dawson.
The holidays are coming close and school is going out. Thank you for watching. Have a safe weekend and go
Beavers!